creep, a hero rises, secrets to keep. Spartan's the name with a heart of steel, defending the tower, making foes real. Oh, tower idol defense, a strategic heart. Spartan's the warrior, playing his part. Waves of invaders, a relentless tide, with upgrades and towers, nowhere to hide.
What's up, guys? My name is Spartan, and today we're doing a tournament stream. Hope you guys are all doing good lord. Well, we've got, pretty rough bracket today, actually. It's gonna be challenging. So, first off, who do we got here? We got Dark22. What's up, dude? It's been a minute. I hope that you're doing good, Dark. We got Stormfighter, Brandon, A Mitty, Till Billy, aka Tilly Billy, which is what I accidentally called you in Discord the other day. Of course, we got Gilly, Pig Hitman. What's up, Spartan? What's up, dude? How's it going? Dark Shadow. Hope you guys are doing good. How is the audio? Are we good? Is the music too loud? Is it too soft? Is my voice too loud? Do I just need to be quiet? You guys just let me know. Yeah. Shout out to This is Sparta. You guys are crazy. So, yeah, just look at this bracket really quickly. Look at all these dudes. 4,500 waves, tier 6, or tier 18. 6,400 waves, tier 18. 4,700 waves, 4,500 waves, 2,500 waves. Yeah, this is a rough bracket. So, in recent times, I have been rather spoiled with my tournament placements, and I am about to get blown out of the water. But that's okay. Let's see. There's this guy who might beat me. I might be able to beat him. We'll see. This guy, not a chance. He's using the panda skin. That means we automatically win. That's just how that works. What's up, Tequila? How's it going, dude? Okay, good in my opinion. Alright, roger that. Okay. So, we're doing glass cannon. Everything is already set. We are very close to being able to get all of our stuff to level 100, which is really, really cool. I went ahead and unlocked like orb size. We got cash bonus for project funding. Things are looking okay. Might put one more click into orb size just for kicks and giggles. And I think that's about all we can do. So really quickly, little bit of admin related stuff. So first of all, sort of elephant in the room. You guys may have noticed I have not been on the Discord that much in the past pretty much 48 hours or so. I don't really know how else to say it. I have not been super mentally good, to say the least. It's there's crazy stuff happening in the world and in my country, and it's really scary what's happening. I am a veteran of the U.S. Army, and we all have, those of us that have served, we see some of the events of the world, and it affects us in different ways. And yeah, anyway, it's just, we're in scary times. But that being said, I'm gonna try to get the ball rolling with, getting more content out, trying to stay lively, and ultimately just not focus on the crazy crap within the world, but instead focus on my own world, my family, my loved ones. As soon as I heard about everything, I immediately just ran up and hugged my wife and daughter, and man, it's just really sad. Yo, Pig Hitman, Pig Hitman, dude, what? Yo, W's in the chat for Pig Hitman. Just gifted 20 Spartan memberships, which will now be randomly assigned to people, which means now I have to read all of these names. So we got Cook Z, Noxy, Kaizen Gaming, Ryan S, Sleeptown Vibes, Megaflame 2960, Hydrax, Michael McCarthy. Thank you guys for having pronounceable names, by the way. Daviro 28, Elijah Coates. Okay, I may have spoken too soon. Hold on, bear with me here. Jamith Lawthon, ooh lordy, I'm so sorry. Hycerian, Rexo. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of you guys. Procrastina Thor, Yuki, Ninja Ops, William Hamilton, Austin Chamley, Matrix, Duggan, 1994, and yeah, thank you, bro. You did not have to do that, but I appreciate it. Anyway, yeah. So along with that, we do have the YouTube memberships. Let me quickly hop over to this screen so I can show you guys. Let's see if it's actually popped up. Okay, it should be popped up. So with the YouTube members, I've been doing a monthly giveaway just for these guys. Go to the pinned messages. I will post something like this and then add a Google form sheet for people. This is for YouTube members only, by the way. But it is exclusive for YouTube members that are in the Discord server. And the reason for that is because this is the easiest way for me to sort of facilitate giveaways. So, if you're not in the Discord and you just received a gifted membership, whether you keep it, going forward, or you let it expire after 30 days, you will be entitled to next month's giveaway, so long as you are inside of the 300 chat here. So, what you do to get there is go up towards the top in the welcome channel. There's the YouTube members how-to. You'll follow these little steps right here, and that will basically connect your YouTube account to your Discord. And that will give you access to this chat and the YouTube member role. So, shout out to Salt. He won one of the recent giveaways. Shaky won one of the recent giveaways. But yeah, I see there's Kaizen right there. He must have already done it. But yeah, so if you guys have any issues with that, feel free to just @ me, let me know, wherever it went. Yeah, right here. But yeah, that's pretty much it for that. In addition to the YouTube memberships, if you guys don't mind, use code 300 in the Tower web store. I greatly appreciate everybody who's already used my creator code. You guys are great. It does expire after 30 days. The code doesn't expire, so you can still type in 300 and it'll say supporting Spartan, but basically it'll expire off of your particular account after 30 days. So what I've kind of just encouraged people is, every time you make a purchase or whenever, just double check it and make sure it's there. But yeah, I really appreciate all of you guys that have done that so far. I'm super, super grateful. And last but not least, we have a new thing that I added semi-recently. It's called TTS, Text-to-Speech Message. So basically, if somebody leaves a super chat of $5 or more, it will be read and displayed on the live stream, sort of towards the left of the screen. So again, $5 and up will trigger TTS. If you guys want to have a more indirect, or more direct, I should say, conversation. But that is it for the shameless plugs. I will quickly here leave the Discord link for all of the new members in case you guys are not already there. So there it is. If you're not already in the Discord, what are you doing? Get in here. Alright, so I'm going to pin this message to the top, and we're going to prep for this tournament run. So, like I said, this bracket, this bracket kind of sucks. It's okay, though. Yeah. Ooh, rubber. IQ of 69. Alright, W. That's a W, rubber. That's a good point, though. I need to check my IQ as well. See how good the headspace is. Oh boy, it's worse than last time. I mean, that does make sense, but it's okay. Okay. So, I'm going to just take you guys through. I haven't done this in a little while, so bear with me. Some of you already know, but I'm just going to literally walk through every step of my sort of tournament prep process. So the first thing that I always do, because this is the thing I always forget, is I go into my labs, I go to my range, and I make sure it's all the way up to the highest level that I have available. Which I think I actually just... Yeah, I just got a new level, so that's cool. Next, I like to just bring my shockwave size all the way up. Oh, excuse me. Shockwave size all the way up. Not bad. Which ELS is better for farming coins? I feel like I am on a standstill in the game. I farm tier 6 and can get close to 90 billion coins. What's something that's a game changer? So... 90 billion lifetime coins, you're kind of in this weird state of you likely don't have a lot of enemy attack level skips. But you're in this really awkward state. Oh.
Dark22 super chatted $6.77. League tonight?
League tonight. Ooh, boy. Maybe, Dark. I do have something a little bit later this evening. But maybe before that. And I'm going to one of my wife's relatives. They're having their 50-year wedding anniversary party that will be shortly after this live stream, actually. So maybe today, tomorrow. Likely tomorrow I'll have more availability, but yeah. Just DM me on Discord, Dark. We can make something work. But also... Congrats to Dark for being the first text-to-speech message. But yeah. No, my lifetime coins is 3.42 trill. Oh, okay, sorry, I misread that. Yeah, so you're in that awkward stage of trying to just slowly bring up your enemy attack level skips. It takes forever, it's a pain in the butt, but once you get it up to about level 300, you're pretty much good for a little while. Eventually, you'll want to try to get it to 400 like I have mine at. Like, having level 400 basically allows me to max them out within the first, like, 500-600 waves of the run. But, yeah. I don't know if that helped or not. But yeah, so that's the first thing that I always check is my range and my shockwave. I just bring it all the way up to the top. The next thing I do, just moving across the screen, we'll go and do the modules. So I want to throw in my death penalty. That's the first thing. I want to put in my project funding. That is the next thing. Then we'll put in, where is it? Chip as my assist mod. And then Dimension Core as my primary. And yes, we still do not have an Ancestral Spotlight bonus or angle, but it's okay, we'll get there. So health is the ELS, is the way to go. Yeah, literally, dude, at this point of the game, you're just working on enemy level skips and EHP. So if you have wall by now, you're wanting to do health and health regen. But the main thing is going to be just like raw health up until you get to about like 4,500 to 5,000 levels. But yeah, the reason I have, Pig Hitman's absolutely right. I have mine in enemy health level skips because I'm using the glass cannon farming strategy. If you are doing glass cannon or hybrid, you'll want kind of a balance. Like if you're doing hybrid, you'll want sort of a balance, but mainly you'll want enemy health level skips. If you're EHP, which most of us are at that stage of lifetime coins, 3.42, you're strictly doing enemy attack skips. Don't even worry about enemy health skips at that point. So yeah, hope that helps, Gilly. Yo, what's good, Jammin' Forever? How's it going, man? I've been starting wall regen research. Nice, good stuff. Make sure y'all go like the stream. Yes, please do like the stream. 34 viewers and 9 likes. If we could get that to 10, I would be a happy camper. Cody Light, what's up, dude? When the new cannon mod drops, do you think that or death penalty would be better mod for both farming and tourney runs? So, honestly, I think it'll be better. I'm getting, at least in my case, I'm getting to that point where I can actually start to rely on damage now, which is really, really exciting. So they already released what the new module is going to do. Basically, anytime you kill a boss or elite, I believe it's going to give you a damage buff starting at like ×2. 2 times damage buff after killing one of those type of enemies for a duration of time. So I think for glass cannon especially, it's going to be really, really nice. But, like, because think about it, you know, I intro sprint to, 1,000 plus waves, and I'm already getting semi-consistent elites at that point in tier 14. So I basically would have kind of a semi-reliable damage buff, which would be really nice. I think it's a ×5 damage buff and then the time increases with each level. Ew, okay, so it's not the damage that increases, it's the time. Gotcha. I mean, still, like, 5 times damage boost, that's super valuable. Like, my demon mode right now is a 2.5 times boost. Like, that's good. So that's double that without having to put any coins into it. That's really nice. Furry Trash has arrived. What's up, man? Up to a 26 at Ancestral. That's really nice. But yeah, I think likely whenever it does come out and I do end up getting it properly rolled and ideally Ancestral, I will test it, obviously. I'll probably do 1 run with death penalty and then 1 run with that and then just see how it does. It's going to be hard to kind of beat my 5-star death penalty, but it's, I'm not opposed to trying it. But yeah, I did get some new rolls on my anti-cube portal. So the 2 big things, I got the +2 orbs, and I got a thorn damage. I don't know. I probably want to trade this out for something else, like shockwave size or something. Maybe knockback force or chance. But that's what I got for now. So this has been a really good module for me, especially pivoting into glass cannon. New mod is gonna go crazy with enemy balance, or enemy balance plus. Yeah. Which, by the way, we got enemy balance plus. Still got to work on the lab for it, but for the meantime, I've been basically non-stop running coin mastery because it's a 30% increase on average once you achieve the max level of this card. So that's what I've been trying to go with. I'm still pretty new, been playing since May 29th with only the no ads bot. I have first 3 rows of cards at level 5, 11 slots and 4 labs. Should I start trying for modules or save for more cards? You should save up for the 5th lab. That before anything else. Save up for the 5th lab. You are at the point now, you have a good foundation of cards and card slots, it sounds like. At this point, don't buy any cards that exceed the mission requirements, which is like the buy 80 cards. So don't buy any more cards past that. 11 card slots is okay for now, but your main priority is going to be getting that 5th lab slot because it's just so valuable. So I would try working on that as soon as possible. You know, if there's something like the featured banner pops up and you really want the new mod, you know, you got to do what you got to do. But longer term, you need to get that 5th lab slot. It's going to be a huge deal later on. So our modules are set. Next thing we're going to check is our cards, which I haven't really changed my cards in forever, but I've got Demon Mode, Second Wind, Landmine Stun, Energy Net, Ultimate Crit Berserker, Slow Aura, Wave Skip, Attack Speed, Range, Extra Orb, Crit Chance, Cash, Damage, Plasma Cannon, Energy Shield, Nuke, Super Tower, and Intro Sprint. Yeah, so that's the setup. Next thing I do is make sure I don't have anything I'm missing here. I think I'm good though. Set up for Glass Cannon. Got damage stuff, attack speed, all of this. I mean, I don't even really need to check because I don't have enough coins to do anything, but you know, you never know. There we go. Extra free upgrades. Why not? Okay. 2 more things to check. Make sure that I have the attack guardianship in, even though it doesn't really do anything because I haven't leveled it up at all. But, you know, you never know. And last but not least, we go into a random run and we adjust our target priority. So I'm going to do bosses first, followed by ranged, then fast, and last but not least, closest. So this is kind of the setup I've been doing in Legends League, and it's been pretty good for me. If you guys have any suggestions for anything better, feel free to let me know. Okay, let's check out this bracket. Yeah, it's a tough bracket, boys. It's a tough bracket, but we'll be okay. We will get through it. Let's see. Yeah. So in order to get keys, we need currently 520 waves. Oh boy. What are the battle conditions? What do we got? Orb resistance, knockback resistance, enemy speed. Oh, hold on. There is no boss ultimate, which sucks. There's no fast ultimate, which really sucks. And there's no ultimate weapon duration. Okay. We might stand a chance here. Protector ultimate is a little bit annoying, problematic. But in theory, it should be okay. I'm actually going to adjust my target priority yet again. I'll move protectors up a little bit. Right underneath bosses. Well, we'll do above bosses. Why not? Okay. Would Primordial Collapse be better to use than Multiverse Nexus in tournaments since my black hole cooldown is maxed? Whichever one, Gilly, gets you closer to perma black hole, I would suggest using that one for tournaments. But yeah. Hope yours is better than mine. Like 9 tier 14 4K plus guys. Oh my gosh, dude. What time did you join? That's insane. That is absolutely insane. Good grief. 9 people. Okay. I think all of the prerequisites are taken care of. Other than... Oh, seriously? I literally just had this mission. I hate this mission, because then I have to throw in Space Displacer. Anyway, it's fine. Ryan! What's up, dude? Long time no talk.
Pig Hitman super chatted $5. Good luck. Let's
Yo,
go.
Pig Hitman, thank you, bro. I appreciate your patronage and support. Good luck, let's go. Yeah, man. Same to you. Same to you. I hope that your tournament went well, or is going to go well. By the way, 8 hours left to join, 8.5 hours, so make sure that you guys don't miss it. I hate every time I see one of these rhino people. And of course his name happens to be Troll. So, anyway, let's do this, guys. Let's see what we can do here. Hey Spartan, just wanted to say you're the reason I started playing the tower. I just reached tier 7. I've been playing non-stop and I'm having a blast. Thank you. Thank you, man. First of all, really appreciate that comment. It's stuff like that that makes me want to keep doing it, because any of my fellow YouTubers in the chat right now can probably attest. It can feel super tedious, and oftentimes we just want to, you know, play our game, and, you know, but it's literally, it's comments like that that make me feel like I'm doing something worthwhile. So thank you, dude. And second, glad to hear that you're enjoying the game. I don't usually pride myself in getting people addicted to stuff, but, you know, the tower, it's not a bad thing. It's not cocaine, you know. But yeah, that's about all I have to say about that, I guess. Okay. Spartan, do you need critical card? Do I need the critical card? I should have it. Are you talking about ultimate crit or crit chance? Because I have crit chance and I have ultimate crit, so we should be good. But yes, to answer your question, I absolutely do need those. Okay. So my range is 132. This is as high as my range has ever been. So we're going to hope that this does something. Also, whenever you start a tournament run, just double check and make sure you have all of your stuff turned on. Which we are good. Excuse me. Also, make sure that you have some of the key stuff like Poison Swamp Stun enabled. I know like maybe some people turn it off for farming, I don't know. But make sure you have all of that stuff turned on as well. Like, not Landmine Stun, where is it? Anyway, yeah. I just unlocked tier 20. Tier 19 sucks for milestones. Oh man. Tags, you are making some moves, dude. I feel like you're progressing way better in terms of like milestones and tournaments than I am. But my econ is doing some stuff. So yo, Cody Light, welcome back to the light. Cody was a previous member, and he's back. So welcome back, Cody. W's in the chat. Thanks, dude. I really appreciate it. Okay. So far, so good. Also, you guys may notice I have a very pitiful Amplify bot. It doesn't do a lot right now, but I unlocked it. Now, should I have unlocked it? The technical answer is absolutely not. But, guys, hear me out. Actually, I just need to show you. This is the easiest way to do this. I'm sorry if it's annoying, but this is the easiest way. So, my golden bot, I, as some of you know, recently maxed the cooldown, and I was, prior to the version 27 update, I was one click away from maxing the bonus, and my plan was, I was like, okay, cool, I'll max these 3, then slowly work on this, but I'll at least unlock Amplify. What ended up happening was, they added 10 levels to bonus and duration, and I basically just said screw it, so I unlocked Amplify bot. Anyway, that's the rest of that story. At the very least, it lets you start the Amp Bot Labs. Yes, exactly. And I'm trying to actively farm tier 14. So far, it's been pretty good for me. The runs take about 4.5 hours. I'm getting to about 43 to 4,400 waves with my farming setup. netting around 200,000 cells and 1.4 to 1.5 Q per run. So because the runs are shorter, I can basically do 4 to 5 runs a day. What I've realized I kind of need to do, because the runs are short, like 4.5 hours, like I mentioned, for my overnight run, I'm dropping down to tier 13, and that's been pretty good, because I get about 2Q per run on 13 in about a 7.5 hour run. But also, none of this would have happened if I didn't actually start tracking my runs. So tracking your runs, I found out a little bit late to the party on this, but apparently it's actually kind of important. So there are multiple kind of resources out there that you can track your runs with. There's the like Sky's run tracker thing that's kind of been the most widely known. There's some new resources. Oh my gosh, hold on, let me learn how to speak. Testing 1 2 3. Okay, so there's a new resource out there, and I don't know if I'm supposed to promote it yet, but I don't care because it's freaking awesome. It's Project Rend. Project Rend. It is created by a guy named Dizzy, who some of you guys probably know in the Discord. He's a really cool dude, but he created the software called Project Rend, and the run tracking feature is so simple. I'm not very tech savvy. I don't consider myself a tech person at all. I'm good at other stuff, except not math or reading, but I'm good at other things. But yeah, Project Rend, it's been really, really nice. So fair warning, Dizzy told me not to make a video about it, because I do definitely intend on releasing a video on sort of showing it off and trying to promote it. But, he's still in the very early stages of this project, and, trying to work through the kinks and, actually get it in a good state prior to sort of a release to the masses, for a lack of better words. But you can find it if you just message Dizzy or somebody. We can get you into his Discord server, and yeah. But the point is, tracking your runs, finding a way to track your runs can help you identify deficiencies in your farming. Just really, really good. So it can be like, okay, I'm getting to 8,000 waves on tier 10, but maybe tier 11 would actually be more lucrative. Who knows? You wouldn't know that unless you tracked your runs. So, really, really important. Woohoo! Project Rend, love it. Okay, cool. We got some Project Rend guys in here. Nice. Yeah, man, tier 14 is great when it works. Yeah. You do like a 4 to 5 hour run and make good coins and cells. Yeah, dude. I mean, the biggest thing for me has been the cells. It's allowed me to basically have 2 labs on ×5 pretty consistently. What's your biggest hurdle currently in runs, and what should I focus on as a relatively new player? So, my biggest hurdle currently is just the amount of damage that I get. My damage is not where it could be. The biggest thing that would probably help me is continuing to work on my labs, mostly related to my card mastery labs. I have Super Tower Mastery that is only up about 50% of the time. If I continue to work on stuff like that, my damage mastery, my demon mode mastery, things like that, that will severely help me, as well as my normal attack speed lab, my crit factor, and my damage lab. Those are kind of the main things I need to focus on at the moment. And it's great because, as you guys know from the last tournament stream, those of you that were there. Okay, hold on. Actually, I need to show you guys this. It might kill my run. I don't care. I just need to show you. So, guys, what has Lab 1 been since the dawn of the Spartan the Tower YouTube channel? Just let me know. Some of you guys maybe know. Some of you maybe don't. But I just need to show you something. Just need to show you a little something. Look at that, boys. We did it. We finally did it. We got a gold boxed lab speed. So yeah, 99 levels. This lab has been perma for the good part of the time I've been playing this game, which is about a year, a little over a year. So I started in July of last year, and I finished it a few days ago. So we did it. But that is enabling me to put other stuff in here. And likewise, I have, where is it? Shatter Shards. Anyway, I'm not going to scroll all the way to it, but I'm on the last level of Shatter Shards. I have like 20 days left, and then I will have another lab that is open. So yeah. But that's that. Look at that. What did I say? As soon as I leave the frickin' screen, wall just instantly dies. That's what happens, guys. That's what happens. I missed it. Dang it. Ryan, been really busy lately, but doing good. How have you been? I'm hanging in there, man. I'm hanging in there. There's a lot of evil in this world. There's a lot of craziness, and it's very easy for me to sort of get focused on that sort of negativity. But I'm trying my best. I'm hanging in there. Wait, did something just hit your wall? Oh, man. You see, that's crazy, because I remember my wall being there. I don't know what happened to it, but it was there. I don't know. You might be onto something, Tags. Oh, man. Only 2.98? Why not 3 times? That's silly. Yeah. I've had a lot of people actually tell me that. They're like, it doesn't go to ×3? What is this? The OCD in my brain. But yeah. Jammin' Forever makes a good point. There's a bunch of labs that max just shy of a whole number like that. Yeah. I don't know. There has to be some form of like actual reason for why that's the case, but yo, Celestoria. Guys, shout out to Celestoria. He is my long time rival. My competitor. My both enemy and friend at the same time. What's up? What's up, Celeste? How's it going, man? Yo, Rides. I have not seen you in the chat in a while. How's it going, man? I hope that you're doing well. I hope that your tower is thriving. Boys, we just hit 800 waves. This might be a personal best. Let's see what kind of... Oh crap, we just lost second wind. Okay, right after I say this is a personal best, we lose second wind. I guess that's how that works. Let's pop demon mode. Making the Kickin' Aramis's Urs song right now. Nice. Good stuff, dude. Yo, Rides, what's up, cuz? Yeah, Rides was like one of the, when I first started, like very early on, viewers of my channel. Okay. We're gonna die relatively soon, but that's okay. I think we'll do, after this, we'll do one more run on the big account, and then I guess if you guys want to see it, we can do a run with the baby account. We are in Silver League, so we actually got decently close to getting promoted. Okay, I just need to make sure I nuke this next boss. But I always seem to die right before I can actually use nuke for some reason. Okay, there were a lot of fast enemies. I hope you guys saw them. You can never be too careful. Auto nuke it. I don't have auto nuke, Celeste. No, the fast enemies. Okay, 836 waves killed by a fast enemy. Okay, so that puts us at, oh my gosh, rank 10. Okay. Not my best, but not my worst. This guy can still beat me 100%. But that's okay. This guy's name is Dad Waffles. That's a funny name. I like it. Idle Tower Addicts. Okay. So I would need to get to 911 waves. Oh my gosh. There's absolutely no way. There's no way. I've been doing good, bro. Thanks. I've been watching all of your videos and your incredible progress. I prefer to listen and learn. Yeah. That's big, dude. That's big. Like, absorbing as much as you can. And it's really interesting because, like, my tower, I'm working on different stuff than, say, Tags. And Tags is working on different stuff than Ryan. And, you know, it's really good to get all of these different perspectives. And, I don't know, it's helped me a lot just sort of watching the other people's YouTube videos and also interacting with people on the Discord. Makes a difference. It really does. So, what can we put in here that can, like, actually help us? I don't know. I don't think I really want to take anything out. I could swap range card for Death Ray and maybe kill some of those fast enemies. Yeah, let's try it. Let's go for it. Why not? Small range and G comp. Perma Black Hole would help you a lot. Yeah, but Ryan, my damage isn't ready. I need project funding. If anybody has 1,000 gems really quickly, or I'm sorry, stones, so that I can just get this, that would be nice. So I can put a G comp in there. Actually, wait. Ryan's actually good at this game. Hold on, I'm gonna listen to Ryan. He said G comp. There we go. And small range and G comp. So is 98 meters too much? Is that too much, Ryan? I think that should be fine. Maybe. In theory. Nah, no need. Okay. I'm sorry, Dark. I'm not putting Fortress in, Dark. I used 43 meters? What? Okay. Oh no, my daughter is screaming and crying. She'll be fine. My wife will get her. Okay. So I'm at 69 and a half. I can't go any lower because I already maxed it, but we'll try. We'll try this. Ryan, I'm trusting you. Better not be lying to me, Ryan. Poison Swamp. Oh no. Oh no. Did I screw up? Classic Spartan, prioritizing the tower over family. Yes, yes, that's me. Oh, man. Okay, I think I likely need to bring my extra orbs in. Need to kill this boss first. There we go. Bring this in to match my workshop orbs. Yeah, look at all these orbs. I got like Got 6 plus 3. I got 9 orbs going right now. Ryan has Perma Poison Swamp. I also have Perma Poison Swamp. It's just very small. But it's not the size of the swamp. It's how you use it or something. I don't know. Okay. How long it lasts. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Do me a favor, guys, if you don't mind. Consider liking the live stream. I would appreciate it, but you don't have to. Only if you feel so inclined. Okay, we do have perma black hole going, so my chrono field is going to just move all of the fast enemies straight into my black holes. Wait, did I just say poison swamp? I'm sorry. Chrono field is going to move the enemies straight into my black holes. Target priority, you can ignore range and fast now. Okay. So I'll put, I guess I'll just move closest right underneath boss. Like that. Have you talked about the new module yet? I'm pretty excited about it with the Intro Sprint Mastery. Yeah, so I think it's gonna be really good. Like, I don't know, for farming I've been using Astral Deliverance, but I feel like it's gonna, because now this actually gives me like more damage. Like, actually more damage for a duration of time. So, because I'm doing Glass Cannon, I think it's going to be really, really good. It's probably going to be a lot of people's go-to farming module. That would be my guess. I don't know about tourneys. I don't know if it could outperform my death penalty. That is to be determined. I likely won't use it for next tournament because, I don't know, we would have only had it for like a day, but I'll spend a week or two trying to get it up to Ancestral, get some good rolls on it, and then do some testing with it. But I suspect it's going to be pretty good. Got a jet. I'll leave a lurk for you, though. Thank you. Thank you for stopping in, dude. I appreciate it. Is Double Death Ray Lab good to have maxed? I don't know. I would assume so. But once you get into farming some higher tiers and even like tournaments, there's oftentimes like Death Ray resistance. I suppose it's still good. I don't know. I only have like 2 or 3 levels into mine. And once you start getting guaranteed elite spawns, it basically has 100% uptime. Yes, exactly. So I'm already not making any coins while my intro sprint's going off. So I wouldn't be missing out that much. I would basically just get to the point where I get that permanent damage buff, which is super, super valuable. That becomes available for pulls tomorrow, right? I believe it's the 15th. At least that's what I've been told. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but I would assume so. Also, I can start, I guess, I don't need cash because I'm not using project funding, so I can just max out my enemy attack skips. Or my enemy health skips, I'm sorry. Go, Amplify Bot. Do your thing. Do your thing, my child. Hi, Spartan. May I ask if you think the new mod is useful for a person using an EHP build and may progress to Spotlight Missile Orbless? By the way, would you make a Spotlight Missile Orbless video? So I have never actually done that strategy. My Spotlight Missile lab is like level 1, Yeah, so it's a 19-second cooldown. I've done virtually nothing to my smart missiles or my spotlight missiles. So it would have to be a pretty long while for me to actually make a video on it. But I'm definitely not opposed to that. In terms of would it be useful for EHP builds, I would think likely in terms of farming and tournaments, because the whole deal with EHP, right, is you're trying to keep enemies away from your tower. So the main thing with that is going to come from knockback, bounce shots. So I still think in terms of EHP farming, the optimal module choice would be Astral Deliverance. That's my opinion. Take it with a grain of salt, but that's kind of what I think. Because the whole name of the game with EHP farming is keeping the enemies away from your tower. Glass Cannon, it's similar, but you're approaching it from a different way. Glass Cannon, I'm keeping the enemies away from my tower by killing them before they get too close. Versus EHP, I'm actively just trying to knock them back past my orb range so that they die to my orbs. Yeah, Rubber makes a good point. Sadly, smart missiles are pretty hard to make better than Chain Lightning or Poison Swamp right now. Yeah, so I alluded to it in my most recent Tour My Tower episode, but in terms of my stone investment with Ultimate Weapons, my next big goal is going to be working on this guy. I now have permanent Poison Swamp, but I'd like to continue the path and eventually get to the point where you get 2 black holes, basically two Poison Swamps up at all times. Likewise, I really want to work on the damage. The damage is just super, super cheap, so I feel like it would make a lot of sense for me to start developing that. Oh, thanks for the reply. I'm hitting 1Q lifetime coins and trying to set a goal for myself, hybrid or orbless somehow. So the path that I went was basically, I sort of went into the devoed blender strategy pretty quick, which I've gotten some hate for. They're saying that it's a conflict of interests, but I disagree. I think it makes sense. It's devoed blender. So you have basically in your utility and defense upgrades, you have the same workshop setup that you would basically have if you were doing conventional standard orb devo. The difference is you max out all 3 of your free upgrades, and you leave the entirety, all of it, of your attack upgrades at level 0. This allows your damage, your knockbacks, your multi-shot, rapid fire, all of this stuff to gradually scale throughout the course of the game. It's a really good build for hybrid in particular. That's what I found. I really enjoyed it. It combined in a lot of ways the coin gains of Orb Devo with the AFK accessibility of Blender. So that's why I really enjoyed that strategy, because for a long time I did standard Orb Devo. And whenever I got to permanent Black Hole, I discovered I can no longer do permanent Orb Devo. I can no longer do standard Orb Devo because I have permanent Black Hole. So that prompted me to, spend a little bit of time doing the Blender build. I tried the free upgrade Devo strategy that JPlays made. And then later on I discovered oh gosh, this is not going to be good. Yeah, I don't have the damage output. My Chain Lightning damage is not in a good spot. But we'll see. We need 900 waves, boys. Can we do it? I'm also a newish player and saved up 10k gems. Do you think it's worth it to pull this new mod for Ancestral? I only have Primordial Collapse Mythic, rest are trash. I think it's still worth it to pull from the banner, assuming that you have some prerequisites, like decent levels with your cards, you've completed the 80 card mission, and you have all 5 lab slots. The most important of those is the all 5 lab slots. Okay, wait, Ryan. Okay, we already exceeded Wait, what did we get? 835? Wait a second. Ryan, are you like teaching me some like top 500, top 100, whatever you are, player strats right now? Is that what's happening? Look at that. They just die. They get sucked into my black holes. They just die. The only thing that can kill me right now is bosses. Yo, shout out to Ryan. I'm still going to lose second wind right now, but that's okay. Actually, I'm going to kill intro sprint. I'm going to nuke the boss. Or I might not have to. Ooh, no, I have to. Okay, nuke the boss. Oh yeah, it's probably my internet, if I'm being honest. My internet's a little bit spotty. It is what it is. So if this boss gets to my tower, I'll pop demon mode. Okay, I forgot to pop demon mode, but that's okay. We'll pop demon mode now. Oh my gosh, Ryan. By the way, guys, we just hit a personal best because of Ryan. Ryan NG. Wow. W's in the chat for Ryan. Thank you, bro. I always hate it because I'll be in like voice chat with Ryan and I'll be like, hey, what do I work on? I really want to work on this. And then Ryan's like, well, basically he tells me the right answer, but I don't like it because naturally I know what I'm doing. But what I've discovered is listening to some of the guys that are like a few levels ahead of you actually has some good merit behind it. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Wait, what change did you make from last run to this one? An extra 50 waves is great. Oh boy. So, I took out the range card. I'm now on the lowest range that I can do at the moment. Oh no, this boss is going to get to my tower. No! Okay, that's fine. Anyway, permanent black hole with Galaxy Compressor. I took out Project Funding. I'm using Galaxy Compressor, and I'm on a lower range. Because, if you can recall, what killed me last run was the fast enemies. Because they were getting through my gap in my black holes. Now that I have permanent black hole, they are not a problem, and the only thing that's a problem for me is the boss enemies. Oh, a fleet! That's the first fleet! Oh my god, I've never seen a fleet in Legends League. That's the first fleet enemy I've ever encountered in Legends League. Okay. Well, I don't know what the fleet enemy actually canceled. I don't know what he canceled with my... He probably canceled like my chain lightning. That's what always seems to happen. So we didn't quite get rank 9, but we did increase the gap pretty substantially. And it should update in a little bit. In theory, it should update in a little bit. Come on, game. Update. Anyway, it was like 890 waves or something like that. But that's a new personal best. Yeah, 896 waves. 4 waves shy of 900 waves. Previous personal best prior to today, 830 waves. So that's really, really nice. All right, I'm gonna have to remember that for these battle conditions. Yeah, I guess I really don't need that much damage. The only thing that I kind of need damage for, I guess, is like the Protector ultimate. But I don't feel like they were even that big of a problem for me. So that's really nice. Okay. So at this point, we're going to hop over to the baby account. For those of you that wanted to see the baby account tournament, Here you go. Guys, welcome to Spartan Jr. This is the baby account. We got a lot of coins, and we have enough cards, I got a 7th card slot recently. I also got the 4th lab, so I'm saving up for the 5th lab at the moment. I think I have a good enough baseline with my cards at this point. I have most of the essentials at least, but for this, we're going to use enemy balance, cash, we'll use health, extra defense, death ray, wave skip. Well, we probably need plasma cannon. What does it do? 34%? That's not a whole lot. What are the battle conditions? Basic ultimate? Oh no. Okay. If it's basic ultimate, I'm going to put in plasma cannon. What do I want to take out? Let's just do death ray. Okay. So now I have to spend all of my coins. So I'm going to do a couple clicks here. And then the rest into my health, I guess. Yeah, 14. Let's do a little bit in health regen. Why not? Do we have any more? A little bit in damage. Boom. There we go. Okay. Modules. We have the stink ray. That's the most recent epic that we got. So we got the stink ray. Let's see. Anti-cube, primordial collapse, and this guy. Okay. Ooh, a mission. Also, shout out to Towers Anonymous. The first step is admitting that you have a problem. Oh man. Anyway, these guys have been killing it. Look at us. All of us are at least 30, which is awesome. These guys have been killing it. I'm actually gonna just message them. Good stuff, guys. Okay. So let's take out... I don't care. I'm in Silver League. I'll leave in fetch. Why not? Alright. Let's do it. 1, 2... Oh my gosh, there's 81 people in here. You guys all want to see... You all want to see Spartan Jr.? Let's go. So, we are not currently undefeated, although we have increased every single time, which is what we're looking for, both in rank and waves. Which tells me, early stages of the game, #1 priority, max out stuff as you go. Like, don't unlock new stuff until you're able to max out the important stuff. So, like, I'm getting kind of close to unlocking landmines, but I'm not doing it yet because I want my free upgrades to get as much levels into my EHP as possible. The next big milestone for me will be saving up and getting enemy level skips. That will literally be the next big step. Gilly said he's going to type no. Yeah, he just said no. Thank you, Gilly. Thank you. Okay. Let's do this. Let's see if we can get a new personal best on the baby account. Okay. And it's going to be... Some of you may remember from last video, I only had... I didn't have any of the buy multipliers, so I was literally just having to spam click Defense Absolute. But now, I can just do this. Boom! There we go. Should I save up to unlock all ultimate weapons, build Chain Lightning once I get it, or focus on Econ? Farming tier 9 to weigh 4,000, getting around 150 to 200 bill per run. I mean, Chain Lightning's really good, but there's an analogy that somebody made. I want to say it was like Mike in the Discord server. I can't recall, but basically the whole message was, if you build a house without a foundation, the house is not very good. It's like the classic like, you know, the like big bad wolf blows the house down analogy thing. So in this case, the foundation that you need prior to focusing on other things is econ. Econ is the king of this game. So the number one priority, like every metric, econ is the most important. Focus on econ. It's not glorious, it's not fun, but it is critical to proper progress and development of your tower. I've always kind of sided mostly with econ. There's a few exceptions. When I got Chronofield unlocked, I had spoken to a few like higher up players, and they told me that at this point my econ was good enough. I needed to work on Chronofield and get it to where it was like basically permanent. So I spent, you know, a few months working on that and went right back to econ. Econ is just so valuable. Both ELS and perks were huge from what I remember. Yeah, so I recently unlocked perks, and that's been fine, but I really need the enemy level skips. That will definitely help me, especially because like I need to finish maxing at least like this, and maybe try to get some more levels into this. The reason I haven't really tried to save up for it yet is, number one, my EHP levels are still not great, but also this stuff is not gold boxed. So I won't be really capitalizing as much on the free upgrades as I could be if I were to continue working on EHP for now, pushing me a little bit further, getting me more coins, etc. And yeah. Hello, I'm Plat and unlocked the wall 2 days ago. I did some rushing with gems and ×3/×4 labs, but I'm scared I'll even demote to gold this tournament. Yeah, so the wall is a really tricky thing. A lot of people think you can just go to the wall, no problem, and in some cases that may be true. If you're running Orb Devo, absolutely not. If you're running Orb Devo, you need to wait until you're making enough coins per day. I believe the magic number is like at least 500 billion per day, so that you can actually fund those super critical labs. Wall fortification, wall thorns, wall regen, wall health. Those are the 4 primary labs that you will need to focus on. So what I did was, as soon as I was able to unlock the wall and I was making enough coins, I think I was making close to like 1 or 2 trill per day, I unlocked the wall. I was doing Orb Devo at the time, standard Orb Devo without wall. So I unlocked the wall, I started all 4 of the labs, and then respec my workshop back to standard Orb Devo. I was able to do that because I was making enough coins to keep the labs on auto queue. Because what happens is, if you have a lab and it finishes, but you don't have enough coins to start the next level automatically through the requeue feature, that lab goes blank. And then if I were to click into it and try to, restart the wall lab, it would say you can't do that because you don't have the wall unlocked. So, biggest encouragement I can say with the wall is be patient. It's really helpful, but it's only helpful if you are able to properly develop it. If you're running the Blender build, that's a little bit of a different case, I guess. It's similar, but it's not near as detrimental as if you're running standard Orb Devo. You can afford to not really worry about the levels as much, but I would still say go on the side of caution and kind of just wait, be patient with it. This game is a marathon, it is not a sprint. So, it would be very tempting for me to save up and get enemy level skips. But I know that I'm not quite ready. I have some prerequisites. I need to finish maxing package chance. I need to continue to build up my EHP foundation. Again, back to the foundation thing. Super, super important. Also, how cool is this freaking background? There's a helicopter with a little stick figure dude. There's like alien guys. I don't know. It's pretty cool. My bracket in Plat is brutal. I got 953 waves and I'm only ranked 10. Oh man, that sucks. When should someone switch from Blender to Orb Devo? So, the easiest way to explain it, I know in the past, like in my Orb Devo guide, I basically put a magic number out there of 50 billion lifetime coins. That being said, I know people who have started at 10 billion lifetime coins and been totally fine. I also know people that have started at 100 billion and not been fine. So it's hard to put a blanket statement on when to start. The main thing, right, is you need to make sure you have some of those prerequisites. The black hole damage lab is really good. The extra black hole lab is really good. Now that's not as important with the primordial collapse module, but the main thing is a good foundation in your enemy level skips and your EHP. Oops, I'm sorry. I just like smacked my microphone. But generally speaking, depending on what you had done with your labs up to this point, and if you go back and watch my lab priority upgrade guide, I go through each of the different stages of the game up until basically where my main tower was at a month ago. Because I'm not going to speak on something I haven't actually done. So I didn't talk about the late game, I didn't talk about the end game, I talked about brand new account all the way to basically like the mid stages of the game, which is where I would consider myself at this point. Go back and watch that video. It'll kind of spin you up on what kind of labs maybe you should be working on, stuff that's important, and more importantly, when it's important to focus on this stuff. I talk about the wall labs. I talk about some of these different things. So it's a good kind of resource just for you to make sure, okay, let's see, maybe I missed this lab, or maybe I've done too much of this lab, you know, stuff like that. But generally speaking, if everything went good, if you've kind of prioritized the right stuff within your lab research, and you've been upgrading, you know, good foundations like we talked about in health, all of your EHP stuff, in most cases, you would be fine trying out Orb Devo with 50 billion lifetime coins, which is why I kind of put that original prescriptive number out there. I don't think I started Orb Devo until I was about 700 billion lifetime coins. And that was simply just because I didn't even know it was a thing. But yeah. Yep. Yeah. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I'm sorry, I can't actually read your name, but he says, I was Orb Devo before unlocking the wall, but having to micromanage the damage because thorns isn't enough to trim makes me want to go back to Blender. Yes, that is exactly the issue with unlocking the wall prematurely. Because with standard Orb Devo, we are trimming the enemies with our thorns, eventually capping them out at 34%. When you unlock the wall, your wall thorns take a percentage of your workshop thorns. So, you know, 10% wall thorns lab with a maxed thorn damage basically will take like, you know, 10, 11 hits to actually kill the enemies. Yo, 5-star Lemon just subscribed to the channel. Thank you, dude. Thank you. We are getting kind of close, inching our way towards 5,000 subscribers. So, pretty excited about that. Might try to do like a giveaway or something at 5K. We'll see. We'll see how it all shakes out. But thank you, dude. I appreciate it. But yeah, the biggest thing I can say is don't compare your tower to other people, right? If you see people with the wall and you're like, man, I really want that. Don't focus on that. Focus on what can get me to being ready for that. And a lot of players, they don't know. Like, I didn't know when I started. There were not near as many resources available as there are now. That's why I preach so heavily, join the Discord server. Talk to the mentors on the Discord server. These are people who are stages above you, who voluntarily wanted a role so that when they get pinged, they can help you. And they want to help you by giving proper advice, proper counsel, basically the stuff that a lot of us didn't really have. And the tower community is super, super supportive. Whether you're free to play, whether you're a whale, doesn't matter. Like, we help each other out. It's a great thing. So yeah, if you're not in the Discord server, we have the pinned comment there. If you're not already in the Discord server, what are you doing? Get in here. Dark wants to see a face reveal. Dark, I already told you, I'll do a face reveal if and when we ever hit 10,000 subscribers. I don't even know if there's that many people that watch tower videos, but if it ever happens, I will let you see my ugly face. Like, you specifically, Dark. Hey, let's go. We got receipts. Joel just said, the mentors in your server have been super helpful for me. Yeah. And again, I have to reiterate, it's so important. Just like earlier when I was doing the main tower account tournament, I was like, man, I got what, 835 waves, and then Ryan NG, who is, he's way closer to like the end/late game stage of the game. So he gave me some advice. I took it, and I gained 50 plus waves. That's what it's about, helping each other out. Whether, even a lot of you guys have been playing for a while. You can help out somebody who just started. What do? Upgrade Defense Absolute, unlock Thorns, upgrade both of those, don't touch anything else for quite a while. I gotta join the Discord. I'm mostly a visual guy. Yeah, I get it. I am also a very, very visual person. So that's why I gravitated to YouTube, watching videos of people talking about various strategies. Because there are, for example, in the main tower server, there are guides, like written guides available for most aspects of the game. But I can read a visual Orb Devo guide and be like, what the heck is this dude talking about? I don't know what this is. But if I have a video walking me through it, literally clicking on everything to upgrade, whatever, that helps me. So I totally get what you're saying. But keep in mind, the mentors are not specifically just within the text channels. There have been many times I've seen a mentor in a voice channel with somebody streaming their tower, walking them through it. Walking them through the reps, walking them through the steps, the things that they need to work on. It's a really cool resource, and I take a lot of pride in kind of getting that set up. I wanted to have something available for the people that need it. I wanted something that I didn't really have when I first started. But yeah, Will, hope to see you in there, man. Hope to see you in the server. Can you talk about what Workshop Respect does? Do you get your coins back, or do you basically just have your workshop set back to 0 to help focus on building a new player style? So yes, it refunds all of the coins that you have spent in both your normal workshop and your workshop enhancements. It refunds all of those coins at the cost of removing all of your levels in the workshop and the enhancements. So that's why a lot of us later in the stages of the game, we respec for tournaments. And that is because we have a lot of stuff in our... It comes mostly down to enhancements. So once you get to the point of unlocking enhancements, they get very expensive very quickly. But they're also very valuable. So there are enhancements for your coins, there are enhancements for your cells, and those get pricey. In tournaments, we're not really concerned with coins or cells. We're concerned with surviving as long as possible. So I, for example, respec my workshop, basically set up the same strategy in terms of I'm doing glass cannon both for farming and tournaments. But instead of allocating, a lot of coins into my cell and coin enhancements, I instead take those and put them into my damage enhancements to give me a little bit more of a leg up. Maybe it only buys me an extra 30, 40 waves, but that 30 or 40 waves can literally make or break a tournament. It can get you another rank, one rank higher, So that's the overall importance of workshop respec. But yeah, it's just don't feel like you straight up lose your coins or whatever, because you don't just lose everything, right? You get all of those coins back. You just have to reallocate them however you so choose. Also, if you're in doubt, upgrade Swamp. Yes, Poison Swamp, Dark. Poison Swamp. I can't even upgrade my enhancements. Yeah, it takes a while. I told you, they're very expensive, and they get expensive very, very quickly. Yo, hope your tourney is going well. So far, so good. We will likely die soon, but that's okay. Claiming my spot before 5k subs. Let's go. And that's crazy. I'm not an OG, but I've been here since your Discord server was made. Or wasn't made, sorry. Probably when it was in the making, but being tested. And I was here around the time where it wasn't joinable. Yeah. So, whenever I first started the Discord server, fun fact by the way, I have never been on Discord before. I just saw, the main tower Discord server, and I joined for that reason. And I was like, screw it. I'll start a community server. That seems to be what a lot of other YouTubers, not even for video games, just people in general, they have communities for their people. And I was like, I want to set something up like that so that I can actually talk to people and not just be restricted to YouTube comments. And I let a handful of people in there, like Celestoria. He was one of the very first. Dark22. He was also one of the very first 10 people I had in there. But they helped me. They helped me kind of learn and work through a lot of the bugs and the kinks about Discord, and just pretty much use it as a learning opportunity. It's still a work in progress. We're at the point now. We have quite a few people. We have mods in the server. And that's been super helpful because we're getting semi close to 2,000 people in the Discord. It's grown like a weed, and I think a lot of people are joining because they see some of the value. Okay, we're gonna quickly start kind of hurting here, so I need to get some more lifesteal going. Yo, Will G. Thank you, bro. Will G just subscribed to the YouTube channel. Yo, Mr. Kicks. Mr. Kicks. Thank you, dude. Mr. Kicks just subscribed to the YouTube channel. Thank you. Thank you so much. We just died. It says we're rank 2 currently. I doubt that we'll stay there, but... Oh no. Wait, did I not get a personal best? 162. Isn't that what we just got? Hold on. I don't even know what we got. The Discord is great. Sadly, I haven't had much time to be in voice chats for a while. Yeah, I get it, man. Like, we all have stuff going on with our real lives and whatnot, for a lack of better words. Let's see. I want to see how many of these people can beat us. Oh no. Okay. Anyway, 2.5 months in at 433 trillion lifetime coins. Am I doing all right? I would say so. I mean, you're halfway to a quadrillion lifetime coins. I don't think I hit that until I was like 7 or 8 months in. So, oh no, guys, we did not get a personal best. That means we have to try again. Hold on. It could be the battle conditions, so keep that in mind. But let's see what we can take out here. Let's take out... Why not? Let's take out wave skip and put... let's do attack speed, actually. Whoops, that is tier 1. We do not want to be in tier 1. Alright, this is take 2, guys. We're doing it. What build do you use from 1Q lifetime coins? So, generally at that point, you will likely be semi-close to permanent black hole. The strategy I would use to get to that point is 100% standard orb devo, with or without wall. The amount of coins that you get, that is the quickest way to gain coins, if you do it correctly. It's not applicable for everybody, or it's not feasible for everybody, I should say, because you do have to be a lot more hands-on to actually get the proper value from it. You sort of have to micromanage the runs a little bit more, and it can be tedious. But without a doubt, doing a Devo strategy will net you the most lifetime coins, the quickest. Otherwise, once you get to the point of, you know, getting in the queues and you have permanent black hole, maybe semi-close inching towards permanent golden tower, it gets hard to do standard orb devo. You virtually can't, because you're not able to hoard the enemies. So you're faced with a few options. You either go back to Blender for a short period of time while you're looking at what kind of strategy you want to do. That's what I did. I mean, really, that's kind of the only option. I guess you could continue to try to do standard orb devo, but it wouldn't really be near as effective. And at that point, because you can't hoard enemies, you might as well just do Blender anyway so that you can get more enemy level skips. That's my opinion. But standard Blender is great. You don't even have to touch it. You just have to hit start the run and then retry or whatever. Kind of a silver lining, the Devo to Blender strategy, which I coined, by the way, it's a conflict of interest. Some people say you can't do both, but that is not true. What I found before I was going to Glass Cannon, which is what I'm currently running, is that Devo to Blender combines the pros of Orb Devo, as in the sheer amount of coin gains that you get, with the AFK accessibility of Blender. I have a pretty busy life. I work, I have a family, I can't always just be sitting on my computer, you know, tapping enemy level skips. So it wasn't really feasible for me to do standard Orb Devo anymore. Once I started doing Devoed Blender and kind of got that strategy underway, my coin income, my sell income especially, skyrocketed. Versus doing conventional Blender. So that would be my suggestion, Michael. But again, a lot of it comes down to the lifestyle, like how busy you are in real life, because this is a video game. We all have lives. We're all, busy, whatever. But you ultimately have to make that determination. But zero complaints about Devoed Blender, I will say that. I've been doubling down on my coin econ the last few weeks. Haven't even started the wall yet. Gonna be super big gains very soon. Went from 1 trill a day to over 1 trill an hour in a few weeks. That is awesome. And that's with Blender. Don't have time for Devo. Yeah. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, that's really awesome. There's nothing wrong with Blender. I feel like a lot of the hardcore, like, Devo people, they're kind of elitist in a way. They're like, if you're not doing Orb Devo, you're not even playing the game. And I'm like, I don't really agree with that. Like, both strategies have their unique pros. Both have very important cons also. So, but yeah, like, Blender is super, super nice. And the biggest thing, it's lifestyle friendly. So, anyway. A Devo Blender is all attack lab to 0 and Orb Devo normally. Yes, pretty much. So, let me hop over to the main tower and I'll just show you. So yes, for Devoed Blender, you have everything in your attack upgrades at level 0. There's one exception. You can max the range if you want to farm at max range, or you can just let it go up organically. When I did it, I just let it go up organically. Didn't affect me. Your defense workshop, you'll basically just run a standard Orb Devo build. Standard Orb Devo. The same workshop setup that I do in there. So, if you have wall, you max thorns out. If you don't have wall, which really, if you're doing that strategy, you likely would at least be close to wall. If you don't have wall, you would do like 34%. 34% thorn damage. The only real difference in the utility workshop is you max out the free upgrades. Because, remember, this is a Devoed Blender strategy. It's not just Devo, it's not just Blender. So, because we have the whole attack upgrades at level 0, the damage is scaling incrementally throughout the run through our free attack upgrade. The other really important factor is one of the biggest downsides of standard Orb Devo, where you're having to manually click the enemy skips. They get freaking expensive, so it gets to the point where you can't really upgrade them very efficiently. Okay, I think we had a little bit of a lag spike there. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Do you use the free up card? Yes. So, why does it still say no data? Okay, there we go. Yes, I did use the free up card with the free up card mastery. You can still run the basics of the strategy without the free upgrade mastery. The only thing is, with the free upgrade mastery, it allows you to lock the orbs and the shockwave size, which is pretty important. So, if you don't have that, you can still take the basics of the workshop setup, the card setup, the ideal labs, the ideal modules, etc., and you can still run it. It's just more effective if you do have the free upgrade card mastery. But don't feel like if you go back and watch that video, don't feel like, ah, crap, I don't have this prerequisite. Because it's not mission critical. It's helpful. It does make the runs better. But it's not a run ender. And you don't even need to do the orbs. You can have the workshop orbs. I liked locking the orbs and then taking the the extra orb card, because I had, instead of 4 orbs, I had 3, so it's not killing as many enemies outside of my multipliers. I found that I got more coins that way. But again, if you don't have that, you can still run the strat. You'll just have 4 orbs instead of 3, which is totally fine. Min-range blender has been fantastic for me. The requirements are steep, but I honestly think that's the way to go once you can lock your orb range. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with blender, guys. Blender's, it's good. I'm gonna try Devoed Blender after the new mod pulls. Awesome. Good stuff. You'll have to let me know either like here or on Discord how it goes. But yeah, a lot of people, again, I don't want to be that guy. It's mostly the Devo elitists. They would be like, you can't combine Blender and Devo. They're different. Yeah. You know, they'd be like that. I got a little bit of hate on the video. But you know what? Joke's on them, because my coins were going crazy. So. Okay. We did have a little bit of internet issues there. I think we should be back to normal now. In theory, we should be good now, I should say. Love the interaction in tourney live streams. Yeah, it's easier. I will say it's easier when I'm on the baby account, because I really don't care how I do. When I'm on the main account, it's a lot more stressful. So it's a little bit more difficult to like read the chat, interact. But, you know, I've always tried to be somewhat intentional with that, because, again, back to what I was discussing earlier, like, I didn't really have that opportunity to ask questions and talk to people, because I just didn't know I could even do that. Like, in the main tower server, for example, I would be like, hey, which ultimate weapon should I pick? And then they're basically just like, buy stone packs. And I'm like, well, that's helpful, thank you. But we're really trying to foster a better community here. Not that the main tower community is bad. There's just, you know, there's bad apples everywhere. Went from free-to-play account to baby account. Yeah. I mean, it's still free-to-play, other than these packs right here. So this is the only stuff that we have. We're not doing any of this. We're not going to the web store. Like, we just have those. Okay. Yo, Michael. Michael, what is that? A sticker? Oh, I don't think I have alerts set up for that. I didn't even know that was a thing. Is that like that sticker feature thing? Yo, thank you, dude. Thank you so much. If you guys do want to have your stuff read, we have the text-to-speech messages. It's $5 and up triggers TTS. And it will actually read it in that robot voice that you guys heard earlier. But Michael says, thanks for giving the clarification, and please accept my support. No problem. You didn't have to do that, but I really appreciate it, dude. Thank you. Thank you a lot. Don't get me wrong, those multipliers are irresistible. Yes, absolutely. What are your thoughts on the upcoming banner? It didn't seem too interesting. Hold on, I'll get to your question in just a second. Joel says, heading out, some college football to watch. Loved the stream. Thank you for stopping in, Joel. We'll see you next time, man. Okay, so what are my thoughts on the upcoming banner? I agree. It's not going to be interesting or applicable for a lot of people, mostly EHP people. This module is going to be great for glass cannon builds, which is what I'm currently running on my main account. So, my prediction, I would say, is that it will become the farming module for glass cannon builds. Currently, the sentiment has been you can pretty much use any of them other than death penalty and be totally fine. I think that's going to change with this new banner. I think it's going to be use this new cannon or use Astral Deliverance. That would be my guess. What I don't know is if it will be good for tournaments or not compared to death penalty. That's what I don't know. And that, obviously, it'll require testing. But as soon as I kind of come to a conclusion, I'll obviously let you guys know kind of my thoughts on it. But sort of a similar thing to Primordial Collapse. I don't really have any use for Primordial Collapse. I think it's great for EHP builds, which is good. A lot of the early players, I have it right now. It was one of the first modules that I pulled. And because of that, I'm 3-4 weeks into the game and already have 2 black holes going. So, yeah. Strom, hey, caught another Spartan stream. Let's go, dude. How's it going? I need to go back and watch. I'm pretty sure it was either you or Ethan or somebody posted recently a new update video. I need to go back and look. But I've been slacking, man. I used to be so good at going to the other content creators and commenting on their stuff. I've been slacking. Need to get back on that. Because that's one thing that's really been great with the culture of the tower community. Especially the content creators, where most industries they would look at it as competition. But because the tower community is the way that it is, we look at it as just a way to support each other, which is freaking awesome. So how have you compensated for the version 27 ELS nerf? Well, that's a good question. So I wouldn't say compensated. I guess you could. All of the coins at this point that I would have put into my enemy level skips for tournaments, I've simply just put into damage. I mean, that's basically it. It's subtracted by 50%. Or, yeah, 50%. So, mine, if I have it max level with an ancestral substat, I get to 54%, which basically means, I'm not great at math, but I think I can figure this out. I would have effectively 4% enemy health level skips, which is freaking terrible. So what I found is, I think, at least in my case currently, the best thing I can do is take those coins I would have put into enemy health enhancements, and obviously the workshop too. I would be better off if I just poured it into damage. Because again, I'm using a glass cannon build. But yeah, it has been nice though, Rides, because the tournament runs have been shorter for virtually everybody. But yeah. Strom says, truly one of the nicer communities I've been in. Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. I've played a lot of games in my day, and I've been a part of many different communities. Let's just say that they have not had the same sentiments that the tower community has. Probably the most notable of those is the League of Legends community. A lot of you guys know I play a little bit of League of Legends. Just a little bit. But, yeah. It's night and day difference from the League of Legends community to like the tower community. Are you playing on PC or phone and now just on an emulator? Good question. So I still record my videos on my phone. So I'll just, force cloud save, get out of it, and then Going In Man sends his regards. Yeah, Going In Man is Strom's name on League of Legends. We've played a couple times. But yeah, I mostly at this point play on an emulator. It's just easier for me. I can access it from my phone, but I don't have to let my phone battery die, like drain all day while I'm at work. Because I have an active job, I'm, out and about all day doing stuff. I don't have time to just sit there and have my phone just die in my pocket. And playing on an emulator is not against terms of service. Some people get kind of confused about that. The only time it gets into terms of service territory is where like macros are involved, because macros, auto clickers, scripts, anything like that falls under the terms of service for cheats. So cheats and or exploits, and those are against terms of service. But the device you're playing on is totally fine. You can play on an emulator. You can do a remote desktop, which is what most people do. Most people that have been playing for more than like 3 or 4 months, I should say. Totally within terms of service to play on an emulator. Just stay away from the auto clickers, the macros, scripts, anything like that. That will get you banned. So just be careful. If you ever have questions and you're like, is this within terms of service? You can ask anybody on my server. You can ask anybody in the main tower server. You won't, your account will not be in jeopardy for asking a question. So. Okay, that's stupid. 3 bosses, whatever, that's fine. Anyway. So we're not getting rank 1, and we're also not getting a personal best. That's okay. Which emulator do you use? Yes, Zephyr's right. I use MSI Player currently. I found that it's been pretty good. Here, I'll actually just... Oh, is it not going to show it? Oh. I guess it doesn't actually show it, but I was going to try to show you. But yeah, I'm on MSI Player. It's been pretty nice. Pretty nice. I've enjoyed it. Prior to that, I mean, I've used at this point most of the ones that you guys would be familiar with. I've used BlueStacks, I've used LD Player, and most recently I've been using MSI Player. I found that it works really good. It doesn't crash near as often as BlueStacks especially did, or I'm sorry, LD Player did for me. BlueStacks was nice, but it had the ads, which were kind of annoying, just constantly being there. But yeah. Anyway, let's see if we can't get a personal best. Let's take that out and put this in, I guess. Alright. Instantly pop demon mode so that we don't lose wall. Where are you from actually? That is a very personal question. But I'll answer it, I don't care. I am out of Northwest Arkansas. So, like, the surrounding cities, whatever, there's like Bentonville, Rogers, Pea Ridge, Fayetteville, that sort of area. That's where I'm out of. The home of Walmart is Bentonville, Arkansas. That was basically my hometown growing up. The only way that I play now is emulator and using a remote desktop. Yeah, that's pretty much the same for me, other than when I record a video. I record my videos still on my phone. But yeah, I have no idea where that is. I'm from Europe, but I know it's in the US. Yeah, so it's like sort of middle of the state, or middle of the country, I should say. Like Texas, if you know Texas, it's like a 4.5 hour drive maybe, well, actually, probably closer to 5 hours to Texas for me. But yeah. Wiki fandom, write that down. Write that down. Yeah, right? That's funny. Let's see. I have not beaten 100 waves. I think I just got a little bit over 100 waves. But Tag said that he unlocked tier 20, so naturally I have to try. Go diamond hunting in AR. Yeah, there's quite a few places to do that. Trying to think. I believe you can turn off ads on BlueStacks. Yes, I think you can too. I'm not very tech savvy, so I can't be bothered with trying to figure it out. A few weeks ago, I came across a video that was different. Tower creators, lifetime coins, kind of nuts to visualize at the time. Yeah, weren't you in that video, Strom? I think I know the one that you're talking about. I think Tags was in it. I was in it. Obviously, like Crowbar, Greeny, J Plays. I think you and Ethan were also in it, if I can recall. What video was this? I don't know. I can't recall what the name was, but something along the lines of like all the tower idle tower defense YouTuber lifetime coins or something like that. I forget what it was, but it just like showed all of us, and then at the very end it was like Crowbar and Greeny, and then you saw like all of our tiny little names just not even close. I think like Ryan NG was in it, Zeradin was in it, JP978 was in it, maybe, I think. Also, Tags, are you planning on going live after me? If you are, I will rally the troops and send them your way, brother. Little did I know, Tags was actually live this whole time. No, I'm just kidding. That'd be funny, though. Thomas, what's up, dude? Doesn't look like anybody's live at the moment. There's nobody I can send you guys to, I'm sorry. I'm super fine, thanks. How was the tourney? Tourney was good. We got a personal best in Legends League. Yeah, we're just gonna nuke that boss. Or nuke that fleet enemy, I guess. So, new personal best. We got 896 waves. Pretty good. Previous personal best, 830 waves. So I'm very happy with that. This was actually because of Ryan NG. He gave me a suggestion to, because of the battle conditions, I didn't really need as much of an emphasis on damage, but rather I just needed the crowd control, because I got killed by a fast enemy during my first tournament run. He suggested I lower my range, so I did that. Take out the range card, so I did that. And swap out project funding for Galaxy Compressor so that I would have permanent black hole. And it got me basically like 50 something more waves. So yeah, zero complaints there. Also, look at the orb damage. Orb boss hit is a really good lab, by the way, guys, in case you didn't know. Orb boss hit and orb speed. But will they make this compatible with the Google Play desktop app? I've seen their Planet Miner on it. Possibly in the near future. I don't know. I have an iPhone, but Oh wait, Google Play desktop app. Anyway, I'm sure maybe I found the vid. Let's go. Link it, tags. I want to see. Link it in the chat. It's by Gus the Bus Games. Okay. I can just look that up. I'm not that lazy. Gus the Bus Games. There he is. Yeah. So it's just this little video. Actually, I can just show you guys. Hold on. Alright. Alright. Hopefully I don't lose copyright for the music. I don't know if the music's copyright free or not. But yeah. I don't know if you guys can see this. It just shows all the dudes. So there's Strom. Ethan should be next. Yep. There's Ethan. When was this video posted? 3 months ago? I don't remember what my lifetime was 3 months ago. 1.8Q. Okay. Then there was Tags. Me and Tags were once upon a time very close. He has since skyrocketed past me, but it's okay. We're about to jump up to Ryan, I think. Yep, Ryan. But wait, there's more. Greenie. Yup. And last but not least, Crowbar. Then I'm pretty sure it does like a... It like goes all the way back to the start or something like that. Yep, there we go. Anyway, that's the video. It's a cool video though. Okay. Anyway, guys, I think that's gonna be a wrap for this live stream. But huge thanks to all of you guys. Shout out to all of you guys for staying by, for hanging out with me this long. I don't even know how long we've been live. It says like 2.5 hours, I guess. But yeah, thank you guys for stopping in. Please, if you don't mind, throw a little like on the live stream on your way out. Let's get some 07s in the chat. 07s in the chat. That would be much appreciated. Please, please. Don't take my word for it, but I have heard if you use code 300 on your tower purchases, you might get better luck with your, you know, maybe it would give you some, like, I don't know, mystic foresight into what you should spend your things on. I've just heard it's code 300 in the web store or tower app. Thank you guys for all the support. Thank you to everybody who donated, became members during this stream. I really appreciate all of you guys. You guys are literally unreal. But anyway, that's going to be a wrap for this live stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. And like always, I will see you guys later.